Hey everyone, long time no see. Um, have not felt good. Um, Usually this time of year I get, the sinus crap, and no, I don't have corona. In fact, I'm feeling a lot better now. It's just towards the evening I tend to feel a little bit worse, but other than that, I've just been busy doing stuff at home, and I thought I'd check in to see if anybody was around. I know it's Friday night, but with all the social distancing in place, I figure a lot of people may still be at home. So I thought I'd come in here a little earlier to be able to chat with some of you that I don't normally get to chat with. But yeah, I have not felt good lately. I did have a question that I'll answer. Um, I realize that there are a lot of, especially teachers, professors, the what I like to call them the brains of witchcraft, if that's a good way to put it. Not meaning everybody's ignorant in witchcraft. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying these people are actually, that's what they do for a living. They're teachers and stuff like that. And yes, they will use these big long words, or they'll take one little bitty subject that wasn't hard for you to understand in the first place and turn it into some big long word and a 2-hour seminar. And by the time they're done, you don't have any idea what they said. Hi, Carla. I know I look like crap, but I haven't felt good lately. So I figured if I didn't come on here now, I wouldn't. I keep putting it off. But I'm feeling a lot better now. My nose is still stopped up and stuff, but it's all right. But yeah, witchcraft does not have to be that difficult. I mean, witches in the old days didn't use these big ass long words, or analyze everything to death to where it just wasn't even something you wanted to learn. And I'm not saying, that you can't use big words. I'm saying that that's not how everybody learns. And some people just aren't on the same level as, per se, an actual professor or teacher or someone like that is on. Okay, so don't feel bad about that. If you haven't, if you're watching one and they don't explain something right, maybe you could just ask them. What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate, or can you go further into what you meant by that? It doesn't make you sound stupid. And in fact, that's the only way you're going to learn. And you never know, you might learn some of them big words and won't have to ask again. But it's not a necessity. I am certain that all the witches back in the old days didn't, use all these big words either. There are several witches that believe in different aspects of Hecate, my goddess. Okay, well, I've been with her for forever. I mean, as long as I can remember. And I never even, I don't call on certain aspects of her. I call on her, and she shows up in whichever aspect she wants to. You know, um, I'm having an issue with finding the time to work on my craft and improving my spell work, etc. Yeah. Why, are you just working too much, too busy? You don't have the privacy you need, or I haven't done much either lately, but every good witch knows that you don't want to attempt a spell or do any divination or anything if you're not feeling well, because everything's down. Your energy level's down. Everything is down. So not a good time to do spell work when you're sick. It doesn't mean you can't go to your altar and, talk to your goddess or whatever, but then I know the later in the evening it gets, and lack of privacy, I have no space. Oh, okay. Bless your heart. I'm kind of spoilt now. I have my a whole room that is nothing but my witchy stuff, what I call my altar room. So this is the first time I've ever been able to have anything like that. And honestly, if I didn't have it, I'd be lost, because I know where everything is in there. My apothecary cabinet is in there. Everything's in there. So, I mean, I could always move it back the way it was, but I just kind of like having that space, it's my space. And it's the first time I've had, I mean, you can't get like just some box and put a few things on it and do something real quick. The hell, go in the bathroom when you take your baths. Light you a candle. And, you don't have to have all that stuff. As I've said, many, many times, all you have to do is have your intention. You could throw a spell out there while you're sitting in the bathtub or whatever, you want to do. My husband is not into witchcraft, so I'm starting to think that I'm destined to be a baby witch. Oh. But didn't you tell me that he was okay with it? I mean, he may not be into it, but didn't you tell me he didn't say anything to you about it? I mean, I thought that's what you said. Throat about it, But you don't have to go through all the setup and all that. It's fun. It kind of gets you in the mood. It sets the stage, should I say? But all of it comes from within you. Work on that. Sitting in your car. You can be doing stuff. In your bathtub, anywhere you can shut a door or by yourself, go for a walk. That's an excellent idea. I know it's cold in most places now, but you can always, go for a walk somewhere, take you a little bag with a few things in it. And I'd rather be out in nature anyway, doing something. Oh, he's okay with it. He just isn't going out of his way to help me find this. Oh, okay. Well, plop down right in the middle of the living room floor then. Don't listen to me. I'll have you divorced before long. But yeah, there's, you can just find, something small to set a candle on, and maybe a few crystals, depending on what you want to do. It doesn't take much space at all. And some quiet time, I mean, witches use portable altars all the time. It's too risky for me to walk this time of year. Yeah, right. That's what I was saying. If it's nice enough, I mean, don't go out there in this damn snow and stuff. But yeah, next week it's supposed to get really bad around here. Ooh. Not so much snow and all that, but it's just we're gonna have extremely freezing temperatures. I mean, below zero wind chill. Ugh. I do not like cold. Yeah, I'll drive out around, go out of town a ways, and but the problem with the part of the country I live in, there's trees, but they're few and far between. You know what I mean? And if you do find a big cluster of them, then it's usually on somebody's property. So I can't do that either, you know. Of course, I'm up here, pretty close to the panhandle of Texas where it's all flat land. So, I mean, sometimes you just have to improvise. But yeah, sit in the bathtub and just chant or do something like that. Yeah, we're fixing to get it too, Carla. That's what I was just saying. Next week's going to be all 5 days. Ugh. Well, Tuesday through Saturday for sure. Ugh. I just hope everybody that has pets outside and stuff really takes care of them. This is when these poor animals freeze to death and um, stuff like that. Especially dogs. People think dogs can handle the cold. Well, they just don't have, most of them anyway, don't have the fur that's required for that sort of temperatures. So, I mean, cats are, they put on their winter coats and, they're pretty smart. They'll go find a place to get warm. Dogs just aren't that smart. They're smart, but they're not. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma. Yeah, it's supposed to get pretty dang cold here next week. I am not looking forward to it. And I mean, the last couple of days I haven't felt good anyway. So that's probably what it is. My body just knows when this sort of thing's coming. So yeah, I mean the headache and ugh. Yeah, I'm not a winter person myself either, but I mean, I know it has to happen. It's just part of it, but I just pretty much hibernate, myself. And I tend to be in a whole different state of mind. Now, when springtime starts coming around, it's like a whole new person awakens. Yeah. And then it's my storm season, and but maybe this will uh, be the last one, and spring will start sneaking in. I don't know. A lot of times we'll have one, in March too, but yeah, I don't know. That's why I came on earlier because I don't, usually I'm on here at 3 o'clock in the morning and most people are asleep. So um, I actually had thought about, no, it's going to be 16 weeks more. Baby, your rooster, tell me that. Is that you? That's my son. He's an idiot. I knew when it said rooster, it was you, little ass. Yeah, that's my kid. But anyway, yeah. Better not be 16 more weeks. Something's wrong with the Earth's orbit if there is. Carla said, "Baby rooster, you're talking nasty."
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, you see it? Yeah, he's on here watching.
Hey, why do I sound like such a redneck?
Because you are.
There's a delay.
He's silly. But yeah. I don't know. Hello, Ty. What's your opinion on the gates to all realms being open once again, like in the past? The gods and beings can walk the earth again. I think they already do. I think the veil hides them from most people. That's what I think anyway. I think they can come and go anytime they please. If maybe not the souls themselves. I mean, they are kind of under a reign. I mean, as in reined in. I mean, because to be honest, some of these people that were horrible in their life, you don't want them back wandering around the earth in spirit to where they can do even more damage, do you? I wouldn't. The murderers and the child killers and all that stuff. Everything they already do. Yeah. Yeah. You just have to be able to see them. I guarantee you go to a graveyard in the middle of the night and do the right things, and you'll see stuff. You're welcome, Ty. And even like what's been going on, in the last, especially the last year. Everybody, of course, they're eating of the world theories and blah blah blah. Well, you don't ever know when the world's actually going to end. It You don't know. But every time something happens major, then that's what everybody thinks. That's their go-to. Well, these things have been happening since the earth was created, you know. And we may all be, extinct one day, and the world starts itself all over again, just like it did after the dinosaurs. I don't know. I don't have those answers, all I know is we're not immortal. We are, but not in this form. I need to go take my shower and get ready for bed. Good night. Okay. Good night, Carla. It's nice to talk to you again, hon. I forget it's kind of late where you are. But yeah, everybody has all their conspiracy theories and stuff. Well, it's okay. It's their opinion, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably not going to stay on here very long. Like I said, I still don't feel really well. And I actually do. I was going to ask what everybody did for Imbolc, but there's not many on here. So I didn't do anything. I honestly didn't. I just didn't feel good, and I just didn't. No excuses, except I just didn't feel good. But yeah, as far as having to know all them big long words, and I mean, it always helps to learn. I'm not saying by any means don't try to further your education or learn, other things, by no means. But um, if one person doesn't explain it to you the way you understand it, then by all means find somebody that you can understand. There's no harm in that. Um, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you dislike the witch. It just means that she doesn't put things to where you can comprehend them. I don't know, but it is what it is. People teach different ways. I'm not what you consider a teacher. I come on and I share my ideas and my thoughts and what I've done in my practice, but I never say that this is, the only way to do it or anything like that. I mean, as I've said many, many times, um, throughout your path, you may change your ways, you may change up things, off and on. And, that's perfectly fine. It's all part of growing. And that's what you're doing from the minute you step on the path, you start growing in it. And the longer you walk it, the more you learn. And you're gonna hear all kinds of stuff. You're gonna hear so many different opinions because everybody's gonna have one. And especially, us older witches that have been in it for all our lives, um, have certain ways that we do things that we're pretty much sticklers on. But it doesn't mean that another way wouldn't work for you. My way may not work for you. Um, you just have to try out different things, and it's all about, and that's why they call it the practice. We're all practicing, for the big major moment, I guess. I don't know. But and it's not just about the magic, as I've said before, it is a way of life. It's how you live. I mean, the true witches, every minute of every day is witchcraft to them. I mean, they're always doing something. Um, whether they're just thinking it in their head or actually physically doing it, you can bet it's on their mind. And especially the ones that have been on the path for a very long time. And it doesn't matter which path, the left hand path, if you're Wiccan, if you're a witch, um, you know, as I like to say, a non denominational witch. um, it's all about your path and how you walk it, Um, there's all kinds of different ways. Um, Now, I have heard some witches get on here and say some things that have made me raise my eyebrows. I'm like, where the hell did you get that? That just made absolutely no sense to me at all whatsoever. But, that's their prerogative. They can do whatever they please. You just won't catch me doing it. Um, oh, itchy nose. But yeah, if you don't listen to the witches that you can't understand what they're saying. And like I said, it's not because they're not good witches. I'm not saying that at all. They just don't use the words that get through to you, and you may sit and listen to them talk for an hour, and then you don't remember or understand anything they said. So therefore, it really does you no good, right? So, like I said, you can ask me. You can email me at thecrone51@gmail.com. You can ask me a question. Um, I'll do my best to answer it. Usually I get back pretty quick. Um, and it gives me ideas for videos. I mean, there's so many witchcraft videos out there now that I think everything's been done, if not overdone, 100 times. So, if you have any valid questions, I mean, don't be emailing me stupid crap because I'm just going to ignore you. And you know what I mean by that. No question is stupid. You're correct, but I'm just talking about the ones that get on there and they're not serious. They're just basically pretty much needling at me. Like, oh, what do you think about if I could go marry a goddess, or I don't know, just something off the wall like that. So, anyway. But if you do have any questions, and I'm sorry that I wanted to see a bunch more of you. I may come back on later, but I kind of doubt it. I didn't have an agenda to come on here today. It was just to come on here and say, hello, I'm still breathing. I just haven't felt good. So I'm going to let y'all go. And I'm probably going to try to get my shower and my head washed tonight and all that. So y'all take care of yourselves, and I will speak with you again. Blessed be.